Hello everyone, welcome to Life, Love and the Pursuit of Real Estate. My name is Michael Behaviour. We're going to take 3 or 4 minutes today to speak about habit-changing behaviour, or what people call a paradigm, or what I call a mind cage. That little box that sits in your head that sort of restricts you, whether it's doubt or fear. But these are the things that hold us back from our full potential. And one of the biggest failings that you can have in life, in my opinion, is the fact that if you don't fulfill your potential, it's just wasted. So I want to cover a few points that I think that will help you today in relation to running a better business, running a better personal life, and some of the things that I've learned over the years from very, very successful people. So first and foremost in habit-changing behaviour for me is be conscious of negative actions from within and others. Write them down. So it's good to do the old Benjamin Franklin T-graph type setup where you write the negatives and positives down. But if you've got people in your life, and it's okay to rate them 1 to 10, that are having a negative influence on you, and whether you're going out with them and you're smoking cigarettes, or whether you're going out with them and it's always a drinking session when you're with them, that sort of behaviour doesn't last a really long time. And if it does last a long time, your health won't. So those sort of things you need to rate. So you need people that actually fulfill your soul or your spiritual vial and get you motivated to want to be better. So basically the mantra that I am worthy. So that's really where that one comes from. Second, rate those you spend time with and rate the quality that they have on you. Now, I've just covered that briefly, but it's okay to rate someone. So for instance, my relationship with John in doing these videos would be 9.5 out of 10. Anything above 8, generally speaking, is worthwhile sticking with. If it's below 8, in my world, I have to re-look at it and see whether it's worthwhile continuing and making more of an effort or just dropping it altogether. And that's really the same with people in your life, because the most important thing that you've got to give is time. So we need to make sure that we're getting value out of our time that we give others. 3, understand that small advances are easier to remain long-term. Short-term goals with habit-changing behaviour is very, very important. So if we can change one minute thing in something that's really negative, and it may be, I've got a mate of mine who's now trying to give up smoking. He's gone from a packet a day to 5 a day. So, and that's been within a period of a month. That's a major advancement for him. He sees it as something small. I see it as major. But the reality of that is that slow drop has helped him stay at five a day now. So, and I would think fairly soon, in the short term, that he'll have given up smoking altogether. So that's how I rate that. I think small changes are good. They're easier to maintain. Number 4, review your behaviour weekly. At the end of every week, it's really good to go through the stuff that you're trying to change and see how many times you've done the negative behaviour, or when it's got on top of you and you've capitulated to it, whatever it might be. But it's good at the end of the week just to have a review of that. And that will show you how important it is to you, because sometimes we'll write something down and not necessarily want it. We write it down just to fill in space. But then you'll see whether it's really relevant to you, because some people do have a volition or a will that they want to harm themselves subconsciously. And they know smoking is bad for them, they do it. They know drinking too much is bad for them, they do it. They know drugs can be bad for them, and they do it. So, or driving too fast, and they do it. So the reality of it is, some people live in that very short-term glee world where all they're looking at is the short-term exhilaration and not the long-term negative effect of it. So that's why rating is good. 5, belief that life is primary and that change will advance you. If you really honour yourself and think you're worthy, you will put your life primary. No different to the oxygen mask in the aeroplane. When it comes down, it goes to the adults first, so then they can look after and nurture the children. The reason for that is that if you're healthy and well, then you can look after the others that are around you and that you love. So belief that life is primary. What you also need to do is you need to get to my masterclass, where I'm going to review it in a lot of detail and show you how your core beliefs and your goals will release you from your mind cage. But all this here is a rating system. So, some people get very negative when it comes to a rating system. The only reason for that is that they're scared of the answer. But if you really have the volition to want to be great and fulfill your potential, you need to be able to rate yourself and be pure in the analysation of that as well. Hope that helps.